little bit about that messaging tab. So networking on LinkedIn. If we jump into that, I know that is the definition of LinkedIn, right? It's a giant network for your professional life. And so can you talk a little bit about maybe do's and don'ts with how to interact with people on LinkedIn?
Absolutely. So if we pick up right where we left off, let's say you're looking at a specific job and you think this is interesting enough that I'd love to learn more and reach out. So the first thing you can do is click easy apply or apply on company website. So there'll be a blue button and you can submit your application. It'll take you through a few easy steps and you'll be good to go. The second step that a lot of people forget to do or might be a little apprehensive to is actually messaging the job poster. This is what's going to make you stand out over other applicants. So that job poster, you'll see it when you're ready to apply. If you click on them, you can start to view their profile. So back to the messaging portion of that question. What are best practices? First and foremost, when you message that job poster, you want to show them why you're so compelled by this position, why you're so interested in it. So not just, hi, I'm interested in your company and this particular job, but really getting into the meat of that. I read XYZ thing about your company recently in the news, and I was so inspired for these reasons, for example. And then also, on top of that, best practice is not only to reference the very specifics of why you're interested and compelled to apply, but something potentially about the job poster. For example, find a commonality. Perhaps they are also a military veteran, or perhaps they've played a sport in their life, or they went to a school you're familiar with. These are just a few examples, but remember, you have their entire profile to look at for those little clues to say, I did my research. Not only did I do my research on the company, but I actually was interested in speaking with you specifically, and here's why.
Absolutely. I can't agree more. Think of how many times these people are probably sent messages.
Right.
And this is a key way to make yourself stand out, but it's not going to help you stand out if you're copying and pasting a message that the same message you're sending to every other job poster, especially if, they can really tell that it's very broad, right? That there's nothing special about the role that you're applying to with their particular company. And I can't stress enough to doing your homework. I mean, there's so much information available now online. There's really no excuse for not knowing anything about the company or about the person. You can find out a lot just with what's freely available.
Yes, and actually something I'd like to add there too. Remember, earlier in the conversation, we were talking about how to be active on LinkedIn. So just like you're doing research on this job poster, there's a good chance that they might do research on you too. So that ties back to the fact that if you're posting articles, that's another snippet of information they could find interesting and engage with you on, for example.
Absolutely. And that reinforces something we had talked about in another video about your personal brand. Think of anything that you post on LinkedIn, think of it as a piece of a bigger picture of who you are. And it's just another way, another dynamic for people to learn about you. So that's great.
And then finally with the messaging is just a call to action. What are you available for 10 minutes to chat? Showing that I do want to speak further, but I'm also respecting your time.
Wow, that is gold. Those are just great tips. It is. It's so helpful. It's going to make that job search so much more effective.